join me at a tense moment. Oh, thankfully it sorted itself out. We're in the middle of a thunderstorm, and I did just spy that my jungle was on fire a little bit, which is always a risk with this corner of the world. Oh, for goodness sake, don't do it. It's always a risk in this corner of the world. Oh, man. Just being taken apart. Yep, it's always a slight risk, but I'm glad to see that the risk seems to have passed. If only momentarily. We should probably try and sleep this away and see if Nay can sleep before I lose my entire base. There's no way he was close enough to do that. Oh my gosh. Looking like Omaha Beach here. I appear to have lost a great deal of my ability to take out creepers. Hang on a second. Hang on a second. I saw those particles. Don't you dare. One of my villagers is a witch! Oh, for goodness... But it only got one... Oh, I don't even know what one it... Oh. Will she despawn? She'll despawn eventually, I think, won't she? Oh, I can't believe I've had the worst luck. Wait, I've just had another thought. Please don't say... Okay, these guys all seem fine at least. How is it... Right, okay. Pause for a second. I put a cover on some of the villagers so that they wouldn't get turned into witches when they were struck by lightning. The only villagers to have been turned into a witch when struck by lightning are the ones that are uncovered. How is that fair? Well, it sounds like she's gone. So now we can see who it was who got. Oh, damn. Okay, who am I missing? One of the stone traders and Zombaby. Oh, darn it. And the cartographer too. Okay, no, so it was just the cartographer and Zombaby. That's upsetting. Oh my god. This has been probably the the worst start to an episode I have had in a very long time. I've got the wrong sword with me. This is just one disaster after another. I wonder why we even have that sword. Oh, he gave us one. Ooh, hi. Couldn't do it twice. Fantastic. Ow. So apparently, I didn't know this, but if you can get the fireball to hit the ghast by smacking it into it with a looting sword, then the looting effect actually applies to the fireball. So you can still get more mob drops via looting if you get the fireball to smack the ghast. Oh my gosh, there's two of them. I'm just gonna leave. Alright, so now all of that carnage is out of the way, I guess we can do an actual proper introduction to the episode. Hello everyone, welcome back to the Netrock server. I've been recording for 20 minutes and this is probably the first chance I've had to actually breathe and introduce things. How are we all? Hope everyone's doing alright. I am just chipping in for a hot moment. In case you didn't see the last episode, we are now streaming live on Twitch. Twitch.tv/TackProductions. We will be doing several bits and pieces here on Netrock, including some of the grindier stuff that goes on between episodes. We will be playing The Binding of Isaac. We will be trying to get an Eden streak going. I've done a couple of those streams already and have not gotten it past 1. Every time I have won one, I have then lost straight afterwards. Not the best, but we will get there, I am sure. Not quite on the 800 win streak of Sin Victor, but we can at least give it a stab. And also, as well, I've got another stream planned where we will do a random game. I've got quite a few exciting things planned for that, so I would thoroughly advise checking us out. That's over on twitch.tv/TackProductions. And in fact, we are heading over to an area right now. We may have actually even sailed past it. How about that for a swift turn? We very nearly crashed. We are over here where we have been very busy indeed. We are working on getting a Guardian farm in place. We've never had one here on Netrock. We've never had one. And this was pioneered by Morgan. Morgan was like, let's get this thing on the move. Let's try and get something started up. So that's what we did. We did pretty much all of this on a live stream. Oh, he's been back and he's been busy. Has he drained the monument itself? If he has, that's really, really fantastic. Oh, he has been busy at work for sure, or someone has been busy at work for sure. These are my beacons and my conduit though, so I do have some sort of an investment in this area. And that's why we're over here. I've come over with a load more gravel just to throw in my effort. I didn't tell any of the guys about this, but I also put this kelp farm right here for all of the fuel and stuff that we may need throughout this build, because there's a lot of cooking. What happened to my cabin? Good job I got some jungle wood, isn't it? Oh, dearie me. Dear, dear, dear. I can dump some of this stuff off here as well. We won't need this. This can all just be saved for coal? Where did I get oh, with the skeletons, right. Oh, heaps and heaps of stuff. That's wonderful. Very good indeed. And there's more kelp cooking. That's good. Everything's all okay. Perfect. Yeah, so I bought a load of gravel over just to try and get a bit of extra work done over here. I had anticipated that I might be able to get some more over here. However, I think it's all currently being used to work on the farm. So I may just drop down some extra walls and then we'll see where to go from there. I'm going to check out, has the monument actually been drained as well? Because if it has, that's pretty special. Oh, well, this one certainly has. I'm guessing... Okay, so there's a wall there. We can see a guardian tail there. So it's not been drained through there, nor through there, presumably. That's pretty crazy. Someone's been working hard. That's fantastic. Okay, well, I'll drop off some of the extra gravel here so that we can build some extra walls. And work out the plan from there, I reckon. I feel like the music's been kind of loud. Sorry about that. There we are. What I don't appreciate about this farm design is just how irritating the guardians are while you're building it. It would be so much easier if they didn't bother, but they just cause such a pain. Always firing lasers off at you while you're trying to work. This conduit needs to start doing some better work. I put the conduit in because I seem to remember reading somewhere that it shoots at guardians and hostile mobs. Okay, but I see very little evidence of it doing that. And I looked it up, and apparently it only does it in like an 8 by 8 by 8 block around the actual conduit. And most of that space is taken up by the blocks that are framing the thing in the first place. So it's just not as useful as I would like it to be. Not in the least. Having said that, it does thin the numbers a little bit while we're working. Just not enough. So I don't actually know much about the design or how to build this farm. All I know is that we need to get it drained. Easiest way to do that is with sand or gravel, these kinds of gravity defying blocks. And we just build up these walls to section off different parts of the monument. And then drain them with sponges that we found inside. Now, this is when it gets to be a problem, is when you've got to fill in more of it yourself, like this. Can I have some privacy, please? That's going to be too much to ask from here, isn't it? Absolutely. Never mind. So, that's kind of what I've been trying to do, is just get these walls in place to section bits and pieces off. How many blocks we've got to go back? 4 from here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah, perfect. We got a wall in place. So I've just been trying to get these walls built despite the Guardian's best efforts here. This is why I've got so much fish, by the way, is just through trying to do all of this. And then we need to get ourselves some of the sponges and drain out each part of the wall. It is very time consuming. It's a very big space that we need to drain. In fact, it's pretty much the entire perimeter of the monument. I say pretty much, it actually is the perimeter. And we made, we is not fair. I made a bit more work for ourselves by, that wall's too far forward. I made more work for ourselves by giving us a bit of extra space around the monument, just in case we need to do anything extra. But my reasoning is that it's probably easier to do the extra work now than find out we need to do it later, and then we've got to really struggle to get it back in place. Talking of struggling, will you guys leave me alone? Don't make me. Is there an enchantment that kills underwater mobs quicker? I don't believe there is. There is one that kills me quicker though, and it's whatever laser beam those guys are using. I mean, it's not a laser beam. It's a little light bulb that blinks, but that's not the point. The joke, incidentally, would have been infinitely better had my voice not broken during the punchline. Some things you never grow out of. So I'm wondering if this scaffolding is supposed to be a midpoint that all of the sponges can be placed on to reduce the water level. Let's give it a go and see. Not particularly. We're getting there. This area is far too big. This area is far too big to do anything with. The sponges aren't even making a dent. Which is annoying because there doesn't seem to be many more blocks that we can use to break this area down. Okay, well, we'll come back to that. If we start over here instead, this may afford us some better luck. Beautiful. Alright. Now, did I bring... I do have some scaffolding that I bought from home. That's very useful indeed. Very useful to have. Awesome. So, I think my plan here is to just take out this little bit of the monument here, so we have a straight shot downwards, and then the walls shall fall, or they would do if I had torches, which I do not. I have got slabs though, actually. We can use the slabs instead. That's not the end of the world. So the downside is we are a little bit stuck, because underneath this part here we've got more water, so we need to get some of our blocks back so that we can drain the underside right here, which is going to take a couple of moments, but we can at least bring some of these walls down, like this one. There are a few things more satisfying in the game than that. Even getting a little bit choppy on frames there too. Oh, it is very satisfying though. Just look at it. Pa-pow! Ooh, now just a not too long session to kind of cut away this bit of the leg right here. And then once we've done with that, I think I'm going to head back home, because there's a few things I want to show and do back at home before we wrap up today. I don't want to spend all the time over here. Like I say, we work on this mostly over on Twitch on the live streams, so I don't want to do too much right here. Alright, I'm done here. Let's go. Oh, crashed. Now, in order to get home, I need to go through Nay's house. I wonder if she's in. And if she is, I wonder if we can sneak on by without being noticed. Because I don't think she's seen me on the way there. So, oh, I can see her name. Oh, that's the way we need to go. Do-do, 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 Manu, do-do, do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. She's behind the trees. Oh, there she. Oh, she's chopping down the trees. Okay, so might be able to sneak through a little bit. Well, she's preoccupied. Do need to be quick though, because the more trees she chops down, the more cover she's going to get rid of. I think she's coming back. No? Okay, we might be able to do it. Pill it up to take care of a jungle tree. Oh, this could be... Oh, the fence gate is going to make a noise. Okay. Oh. I need it to be far enough away so that I can interact with blocks without her hearing. Unless I can't reach the fence gates through the gap. I was gonna say if we can do that and then hide again. Ooh, she's turning around. I might be able to just dig through the back. Let's do that. Oh, we're going to take full damage as I go down though. Oh, did she see us? No. I thought she was moving nearer because she spotted us. Can't even blame it on anyone else. I'm the only other person online. Ooh, Ooh, that was close. I'm just going to make a bolt for it. Alright, that'll do. I think we're there. Let's go home. Alright, so now that we are back at home, I've just got a couple of things to catch you up on. So last time we took out the villager breeder and we're going to put some more houses in here. I've built this wall extending from the perimeter that's going to come across here, Then we're going to have a gap kind of in the middle, and then the wall will... Can you not just leave me alone? So there'll be a gap, and then the wall will lead around and kind of rejoin over here, just so that I've got a little bit of space to build the extra houses and things like that. I do have a gap in the main wall at the moment that I'm not sure about keeping, and that's this one right here that just lets us access the storage room a little bit easier. That's just going to be in place until we get the main one finished just over there. But I think that's probably an alright thing to do. We'll have a wall that extends from about there, about here, around and then to here. And then we've got a nice little communal area for villagers and stuff that we can mob-proof and keep safe. And then the main path will snake around this wall here and up through the graveyard. I haven't really allowed myself much space to do that, which is a bit of a problem. But I think we're probably smart enough that we can work out a solution for that. Get out of here. And again, thank you. Cactus Farm's been working very well. Oh, I mean, I have been here for a long time, so there's no wonder. But it is doing very nicely. Very glad to have it. Someone is getting very insistent about this button. And I'm reluctant to press it. Because more and more signs keep on getting added. And they're getting more and more cryptic and sinister. And I don't like it. I'm not going to press that button until whoever's putting the stuff there lets me know who it is. So I can gauge what kind of response will happen upon pushing the button. I can, of course, just dig up the dirt down there and see where the redstone leads. But that, I feel, will prevent... That will spoil the fun. We'll see what's going to happen before we know what will happen. So, until I can have a guess at what that button does, we are not going to touch it. So, whomsoever these phantoms are, the worst thing to have ever been added to the game. Categorically, hands down. There is nothing worse. They are irritating. They're frustrating and annoying. You can't hit them properly. They're loud and obnoxious. There's so much about them that is just wrong. And I don't know. They ruin part of the game experience for me, phantoms. I can overlook pretty much any bad feature in this game, but the phantoms are without a doubt the worst. Now who's coming at me? Well, seeing as how it's raining and the phantoms keep coming out, let's have another look down here in the storage room. I have been busy working, showed it off a little bit in the last episode. I've done a little bit more down here now. I'm beginning to get the ceiling in place. We've kind of got almost like an aircraft hangar sort of feel to it at the moment, which I kind of like. I like the curvature on it, and I like the lighting of it at the moment. I like the shape and the style we've got going here at the moment. Obviously incomplete. I need to carry on working on this side, but I do just need to carry on building the wall up down below before we can finish that off. So like you can see on this side, the wall stretches up. Doesn't quite do that over there yet. And I completed both of these sections as well. This was pretty much done all on a live stream. So once again, be sure to go and check us out on Twitch if you want to catch up on all that sort of stuff. I will be uploading all of the streams to YouTube at some point. So you will be able to catch them here as well if you can't catch them on Twitch. But I'd say go there because then you can interact on chat. Get your opinions heard. If you want to see something in the base put in real time, then that's the best way to do it, rather than wait until an episode comes up and suggest changes later. So I'd say give us a follow and have an immediate impact, like that phantom did with my face. I can't remember if I've introduced you to my pup friends here. We've got ourselves Benny, we've got Storm, and we've got Lexi, and we've got Luna right here. All four doggos do their very best. I keep them sat in place so that they don't get too injured, but between 4 of them, oh, these guys are wonderful. Do it again. This one now. Go on, boys and girls. Oh, well, Storm and Luna weren't too interested in that one. That's fair enough. Take a seat, guys. You're done good today. Come back, Lex. You can just take a perch. Yeah, around about there. The only other thing I've got to show you is this, the most useless machine that I've possibly ever built, and even then, actually, it does have a use. Let's just back away because we don't want to get the thing blown up, as is sure to happen. If we go to advancements and into the husbandry section, there is an achievement here. The serious dedication achievement, where you completely use up a diamond hoe and then reevaluate my life choices. In the 1.16 update, this is going to be changed from a diamond hoe to the new material, the netherite hoe, which is even more durable than diamond. And quite frankly, I don't want to spend that long working away at a netherite hoe to get that advancement. So we're going to do it with the diamond one, and that's precisely what this machine is useful for. We have ourselves a dirt block here, and when we use the hoe on it, this observer sees that the block state has changed, powers this bit of wire, which pushes the piston, pushing the block over the dirt, which sends another update, which the observer sees, around the redstone wire, and then the piston retracts the stone block, like this. And when the block goes over the bit of land that we've just farmed, it sets it back to dirt. So, although it's loud, I can just sit here with my finger on right click and use up all of the durability on the diamond hoe. I know the advancement says to reevaluate your life choices after getting the advancement, but I kind of already am. Anyway, that's gonna finish us up for this here episode. We did a little bit today, a little bit of odds and sods, some wandering around, some very unfortunate luck with mobs and all the rest of it. And we've also got our most pointless machine right here. Next time we'll be carrying on with some more stuff. If you want to catch up in the meantime and see what we get up to between episodes, then like I say, once again, give us a follow over at twitch.tv/TackProductions, and you will see all of the stuff that we get up to. Come along, say hi, join in with the chat, have some fun. That's what it's all about. I will see you next time. Take care. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.